Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Steehn versus Machine, week number 10. As always, I'm your host with the most, Truman the Steehnmachine Steehn. And as always, I'm joined with the lead handicapper over at Winners and Winers, Scott the Steehn Steehn. Scott, how are you doing?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Oh, hanging in there, ready to do some picks, ready to win some games, win our money back,
Yeah, it's any week now.
Hey, it's a grind,
Absolutely time. Yeah, you did all right last week, right?
Sort of. We can talk about it. Sorry, I guess we could just talk about it, huh?
Sure.
Scott, I went 2-2-1, actually. It's a weird little bit here. I had the Indianapolis, New England
Lost the audio on you, buddy.
Lost the audio on me. Oh. I gotcha. Hold on. We can keep it rolling. But, Scott, what we had going on.
2-2-1.
I went 2-2-1. Yes, correct. That was due to me. All right, I'll keep you on the headset here. I went 2-2-1. I had the Indianapolis, New England under 40.5. That one cashed. That was easy. Was that 26-3? Is that what I'm thinking of?
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yes, I had the Vikings -3. That pushed, of course. It was nice to.
Yep.
That was -3.5 earlier in the week. I was glad it came all the way down to -3. That was nice of them to do. I had the Green Bay Detroit over 49.5. Ooh, just barely missed it at 15-9. I had the Carolina Cincy under 42.5. Ooh, just barely missed it. The Bengals hit 42 on their own. The Panthers hit another 21, so just missed it by a bit. But I also had the Rams and the BUCS under 42.5, and didn't really have to sweat that one out much at all. That was two terrible teams facing off. Or, I don't know, terrible isn't the right word, but they're not good,
Not good.
They're not
offenses are dreadful.
Yeah, just terrible. You did not have the luxury of having to push like I did, but you had the same number of wins. You had the Bills -11.5. Oof. As a Chiefs fan, I loved it. As a fan of you on this show, I did not love it. You also...
mixed emotions for sure.
Yeah. You also followed me to the Green Bay Detroit over 49.5. Man, that Packers offense, if it can't do anything against the Detroit defense, I'm worried about them. I'm starting to think they might be bad.
Was there any touchdowns in that game? Was it some kind of weird 8-7 combo for Green Bay, or was it five field goal versus 3 field goals?
No. It was 8-7. It was an 8-7 thing for Detroit.
Was it? Or for Green Bay?
The Packers.
Detroit won that one.
Yeah, the Packers did. Okay, so if you believe this, actually, there was 3 touchdowns scored. Yes, it was Lions 15, Detroit Packers 9. It was 2 touchdowns from Detroit, one with a 2-point conversion. I don't know why they went for 2 on their first touchdown to go up 8-0 for whatever reason. That's odd.
Well, they might have had a penalty on the extra point where it moved it closer.
I get
that. You see that.
That could be true. And then,
Chip Kelly thing.
Yeah, right.
Chip Kelly with Oregon used to do that. First touchdown, they'd always go for 2.
Weird. Alan Lazard scored on a touchdown. And then they missed the 2-point conversion. So then it was 8-6 at halftime, or at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Detroit scored another touchdown. They kicked it this time, 15-6. Then Mason Crosby kicked a field goal with 6 minutes left in the game, and then it just ended like that. It was a terrible game. Aaron Jones, I believe, got hurt in the middle of it. It was a lot of bad stuff going on.
Yeah, not good.
No,
not good at all.
Not good at all. And you had that over with me. It was a pick we agreed on. Brutal.
How about those consensus picks, huh?
Yeah, it's great. I did have the Seahawks money line though, personally. Twitter.com @rollwithmachine. I had put out the Seahawks money line, so I hit on that one. I also hit on the Detroit money line, so that made me feel good. But you had the Seahawks money line at +114. Hey, you got a little bit of that juice back. You also had the Titans +12.5. Hey, that cashed. That was we watched that one together. That was never in doubt, I don't think.
No, the 12.5 was in good shape pretty much from beginning to end in that game, unfortunately.
Yes. But you also, unfortunately, had the Titans and Chiefs over 44.5. And we were running all the numbers. They got almost, if they wanted to pick six it at the end.
Goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, we needed an exchange of field goals in overtime, and then like the kickoff return would have put us one over, I think.
Right. Yeah. And they just, man, they were close.
We had it all out. Well, yeah, except for Tennessee
Sort of.
going backwards all 4 plays that they ran in overtime. My God, what you talk about shit in the bed in the second half. Holy mackerel. What, they have one first down?
27 plays, 7 yards gained total. But obviously a lot of that is buoyed by losing 16 yards on the final drive. Doesn't help. So all that to say, the over did not cash. You went 2-3 on the week. I went 2-1. I netted -17. You netted -114. That brings our season records. I'm at -577. I'm one good week away, always. I'm one and a half weeks away, honestly. I went 20, 24, and 1 on the season. You've gone 18 and 27. Right, that math works out. Yeah. For -11, 24.
It's brutal. Oof. Just brutal. And it was a brutal week for me in the NFL all the way around with picking every game. It was one of the worst NFL weeks I've ever had. So I was happy of the 5 games we picked that I was happy to get 2 wins. I got to be honest with you.
I feel you. Yeah.
That's right. I'm ready to get back on it, bud.
I'll say I went negative for the first time, and I've been positive the last 3 weeks for my just certified picks. But I only went negative 0.8 of a unit. So really, I've gone positive for my last 6 weeks, and my 2 negative weeks have been negative half a unit and negative 0.8 of a unit. So I really can't complain too much. That's, weathering the storm pretty well. But I will say it was a tough week in the NFL, but the machine went 12 and 13, 12 for 13. There's 13 games.
Yeah.
The only game the machine did not pick correctly on the money line was the Buffalo game, oddly enough. So I like the way the machine is rounding into shape. So let's see what the machine can give us this week. Scott, I'll take the first pick here. Winners, goddamn it, make it take it. There we go. I remembered it a little quicker this week. That was nice. We're gonna start off with a noon game in Kansas City. Finally, a noon game in Kansas City. It feels like it's been a bit, right?
Yeah.
What do we have? We had Sunday night last week. We had the afternoon game against Buffalo. There was another game in there somewhere. Who did we play before the bye week? Oh, we played over in San Fran, so that was in the afternoon. We also played the Raiders on Thursday night. So, yeah, it's been a while since we played one at noon. It's nice. And just like I like the Chiefs getting back in their noon rhythm, I like the Chiefs to get back in their rhythm of cashing me a over 50.5. Listen, these are 2 bad defenses. Hold on. Not 2 bad defenses. The Jaguars defense actually is fairly good, but it's going against, obviously, it's strength against strength here. It's what Kansas City's offense can do against the Jaguars defense. I can't think Kansas City's going to be able to score. They have the top offense in the NFL, according to my system, even though Jacksonville does have let's call it a middle of the road defense, but it's still better than their offense. But I just don't believe in their defense that well. I don't believe they're going to be able to stop the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs' offense is just going to. I think they're getting good options back. I think Kadarius Toney has been an extra layer that they've added. I think obviously he only had 2 catches in that first game, but Andy Reid's already got a couple packages for him, and he looks like the dynamic playmaker that maybe this Kansas City offense has been lacking for a go-to guy for a first down, or a guy that is a little extra dangerous to open up Travis Kelce a little bit more. I like it. I like this pick. I am interested to see what if Jacksonville can hold up their end of the bargain. I'm not sure Kansas City is going to be able to catch this over on their own. And the Chiefs' defense has been rounding into a little bit better shape. But L'Jarius Sneed is questionable. Trent McDuffie has looked good, but it's only his second. He's only had 2 games, obviously, and this is his second game back from injury. So who knows what we're going to see there. Frank Clark still on the I guess.
Machine gun list.
Yeah, I'd say I don't know what you call that list. I guess just the shit list. He's still suspended for this game. He'll be back next game. Travis Etienne I think, ran for over 100 yards and a touchdown in his last 2 or 3 games, I believe, at least.
That's what's surprising about this Jacksonville team is they actually run for more yards than Tennessee, and that's what I'm worried about as far as being a Chiefs fan goes. I'm worried about them being able to have success running the football, and I think that's obviously every team's plan. Even though the numbers don't really suggest it's a good plan, every team wants to come in there, dominate the time of possession, and keep Mahomes and company off the field. When in reality, the way to beat the Chiefs is get a break or two to go your way and score a bunch of points. But
yeah.
It doesn't, but it's counterintuitive because everybody thinks, well, Mahomes is on the bench, Chiefs win, but that's not generally the way it worked out. We saw that with Tennessee last week. So
right, so
my win ugly this Chiefs team.
That's true. My only real concern is the Chiefs. Is the Chiefs defense not being able to stop that run and that run running out some of the clock. But I still like the over 50.5 here. I like the Chiefs to put up enough. I like Jacksonville to put up just enough. These AFC South games have been ugly. That is another concern. But the machine allows me to be unbiased and objective, and I appreciate that about that. So give me the Kansas City Chiefs over 50.5.
That's fair. All right, I'm gonna take a spin on a game that's going to see a couple players coming back that haven't seen the field in a while, and that's going to be the Saints and Steelers. We're going to play the under 41.5 there. KZ is going to be back at safety, and even more importantly, TJ Watt is going to be back in the lineup, and that's going to help this defense immensely.
Huge.
And, Steelers offense, they are much maligned for a reason. They have second least points in the NFL, and they haven't put up 20 points since week number 1 when they exploded for 23. I like the under 41.5 there.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I also had the under in that game. I have them at about 26 points, and I didn't even, that doesn't really factor in TJ Watt being back. So I like that pick for you there too. Moving on, my second pick. Another under against two offenses that are not known for being incredible per se. I have the Houston Texans and the New York Giants under 41.5. I just don't really believe in either of these offenses to be groundbreaking. Obviously, Houston offense, Davis Mills has struggled at times. This is the second worst offense in the NFL right now, with only the Pittsburgh Steelers, oddly enough, being a worse offense. And I also, the Giants have been fine. Danny Dimes has, I don't know how to, as much as Danny Dimes can have a resurgence, he's had a resurgence, I guess. But I'd still put them in the bottom half firmly in the league in offense. And these defenses are both, fine. The Giants defense is fine. The Houston defense is above average. So I like these guys. But what I really like, it isn't as much about the defense for me as it is just about two terrible offenses. And it's almost similar to that Detroit Green Bay game last week where I should have bet the under because it was just two terrible offenses that can't move the ball. I'm expecting something similar in this Houston New York Giants game. The only thing that concerns me is maybe defensive touchdowns.
Well, the other thing I would be worried about here is the fact that Houston is just dreadful against the run. They give up 32 more yards per game on the ground than the second worst team. I worry about the Giants and Saquon running crazy, but I don't think the Texans are going to be able to do much. So, I don't hate your under 39.5 there.
As long as they're not giving up chunk plays, I feel okay. As long as they're giving up, 6 yards a carry, 5 yards a carry, just enough to bleed out a little bit of clock on their way down there, I think I should be all right.
True. All right, very good. My next pick, I'm taking a look at a quarterback that is, speaking of a resurgence, Scott, Truman, who's the top-rated quarterback in the NFL over the last 5 starts, or over the last 5 weeks? Any idea?
Oh, I'm sure it's Geno Smith.
It's Justin Fields, my friend.
Oh.
Justin Fields of Chicago Bears. Chicago's been on a bit of a tear as far as scoring points go. They've put up 31.3 points per game in their last 3, and some decent defenses there in Dallas, New England, and Miami. So 2 or 3 are decent defenses. The Lions, well, we talked about them last week. They have the worst scoring defense in the NFL, still by a lot. And even with their big victory last week, Lions have averaged just 12 points per game in their last 4. After starting the season in great shape with the offense, leading the NFL in offense for a while, they have fallen back to earth and are now once again the Detroit Lions. Bears are at home. I think they take care of business here. Give me the Bears -3.
Man, I just don't know what to make of this Bears team. They have been doing better. I mean, Justin Fields has made steps in the right direction, but I'm not sure it's I'm not sure it's enough. I'm not sure I'm ready to hop on the Justin Fields train with everybody else, I guess is what I'm saying. But if you believe in them, absolutely. I had the Bears. No, actually, sorry, no. I had the Detroit money line. I like Detroit here by 2.5 personally. But I don't know, man. It's just I'm not here to hate on your pick too much. I worry about Justin Fields. I'm not sure. I'm just not sold on him. The jury's still out for me personally.
Lions, man, don't have to be faster than the Bear. Just got to be faster than you. Bears don't have to go to the Super Bowl this week. They just got to beat the Lions.
That's fair. A good place to start. Moving on to my third pick. You mentioned it, Scott, just a little bit ago. You mentioned those Miami Dolphins. I like the over 49 against the Cleveland Browns. Listen, this is a dangerous Miami offense. We've seen it here personally in Kansas City. We've seen Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill can score on any play. Anytime he touches that ball, Tyreek Hill might be able to score. And you know what? Cleveland's defense, surprisingly all right. I have them as Cleveland's offense, surprisingly all right. I have them ranked as the 9th best offense in the NFL. They've really been solid. I'm interested to see what kind of numbers they'll be putting up once Deshaun Watson is back. But obviously, Jacoby Brissett's still in there. But I love this Miami offense. I like the Cleveland offense a little bit, especially, I believe, coming off of a No. Sorry. I think I was about to make it up. I thought they were coming off the bye week. I don't think Cleveland was on the bye week. But I do like Cleveland here. I like them to put up enough points to make this competitive. I like this. I like them to be able to put up enough points to hit the over with a little bit of help, of course, from one of the most dangerous offenses in the NFL in the Miami Dolphins. And they are coming off the bye week. I was correct in my hunch. So, yeah, give me the Cleveland-Miami over 49 here.
Okay. Weird that Miami has the number 1 and number 4 wide receiver combo, or number 1 and number 4 wide receivers in the NFL, yet they only middle of the pack as far as scoring goes. They're not an efficient offense. So we'll see. We'll see. The machine's talking there. So my next game is going to be another under. I've got 3 unders this week, my friend. This is going to be Broncos Titans. What did you say we got this at 38.5?
39. I was able to find it for you. I think that's a Caesars line.
39.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's what I had it at. So, both of these the defenses are very solid. Denver's especially good, number 2 scoring offense or defense in the NFL. Titans, we saw them. They can play tough last week. Simmons is going to be out this week, though. That's not great. But I still like this pick because there are just not enough adjectives to describe how horrible these offenses are. Just absolutely dreadful. We talked a little bit about the Titans last week, and the Broncos have been that bad except all season long. Just don't see where the points are going to come from here. Tannehill may be back. I don't really care. Maybe under 39.
Yeah, obviously this Tennessee offense gets a lot better once Tannehill's back, but man, if he's still hurt or ill or whatever the hell's going on. Man. Yeah, and he has nobody to throw it to. Yeah. We saw it up close and personal. That is a terrible Tennessee offense, man. Yep. Which brings me to my 4th pick. I had the Denver, Tennessee under 39. I'm right there with you, man. This is
another consensus. Oh,
yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah. This is a slam dunk. Right? But no, this is 2 terrible offenses. Denver, I think even coming off of the bye week, still probably going to struggle here. Man, yeah. One more can we say? They're just bad. They're bad offenses. Don't contact me. Don't text. This is not going to go well. Give me the Tennessee Denver under 39.
All right, and my third and final under is going to be Colts Raiders. Oh, speaking of good offenses or bad offenses and a good defense, that is the Indianapolis Colts in a nutshell. Our Raiders are in a little bit of turmoil, and Indy this year is 8-1 to the under, and most of those games had Matt Ryan at quarterback, and he was actually able to complete some passes, besides turning the ball over a lot, but he ain't there anymore. It's now Sam Ehlinger, and I don't have the faith in the young second-year quarterback just yet. I am concerned a little bit about the Raiders' defense because they are dreadful, but I think the Colts' offense is the great equalizer there. 42.5, I'll take that. Give me the under.
Sounds good. We do have it all the way down to 41. Are you still down for
41. Yeah, I'm still good with that. I don't love going through 42, but play it.
Yep. Again, if you are going to always take a look at the lines right when they open, if you're going to bet certain things like an under, if it's at 42.5, I'd probably just go ahead and take it. Sometimes that is going to go up, but it's not going to go up.
You kind of have to anticipate. And I got to guess how the public's going to play and how the lines are going to move. And that was, this is a line that I had on Tuesday. So, yeah, 3 days later, the public agrees with me.
There you go.
All right, what you got? What's your last one?
Last pick. I am going back to a well that I'm just going to keep on riding until it doesn't cash for me. Give me the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams under 40.5. These are two teams that I hate. They're not very good. I don't believe in them. This Arizona offense is what's the word for it? Bad. I don't know if you've been tuned into Hard Knocks, Scott.
I forgot they were doing the Cardinals mid-season.
God, I think that the Cardinals going on Hard Knocks mid-season might be the thing that gets Cliff Kingsbury fired the fastest.
Oh, wow. Now I have to check it out.
It's dysfunctional.
That's a teaser.
Yeah.
All right.
No free clout except for right here, apparently. Yeah.
And if that's the stuff they're showing, then you can't even imagine what's not being shown, huh?
Yeah. Well, I was listening to people talk about it. I mean, it sounds like Kyler Murray, not much of a leader. Shocker. Sounds like they would, if I was the Cardinals, I would be looking to offload Kyler Murray, and that's also going to be harder since they're on Hard Knocks. If I've ever seen a team that would rather cancel being on Hard Knocks harder than this, I don't remember it. But
Indy last year mid-season.
Were they the mid-season?
Didn't work out well for them either.
They were the mid-season team? Oh my God.
Yeah, they got to see him lose that last game to Jacksonville and not make the playoffs.
Oh Jesus.
That's good TV right there.
And now Frank Wright out of a job. But yeah, and also the Rams are the fourth worst offense in the NFL. As bad as the Arizona offense has been, as dysfunctional as it has been at times, the Rams have, honestly, I'm not sure they've had a good-looking offensive day yet. So
14 or less in 4 of their last 5, buddy.
Awful.
Good.
Awful. Give me the under 40.5 for the Rams Cardinals.
Well, and I know Stafford's dealing with concussion issues. It sounds like he's going to be back, but when you're in protocol, you never know for sure. So
God, I can't even think of who the Rams backup is. God, I cannot. That poor sucker. John Wolford. Oh my God, I've never even heard of him. Went to Wake Forest, 27 years old. His entire career, he's thrown 42 passes.
Perfect. Well, we'll see what happens there. All right, my friend. Well, my last pick is going to fade the Packers once again. Take the Cowboys -5 up there in Lambeau Field. Green Bay, they are not good. They are not good at all. They have they're 27th in scoring. They've lost 5 straight, and they've covered just one time in their last 6 games. That was a point. It was a half a point cover against Buffalo. That was an absolute gift in a game the Bills had well in hand. It's going to be chilly. Going to have a little bit of wind up there. Give me the team that can actually run the ball. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think I saw something coming across the wire. There was a problem with Aaron Jones. Let me see if that is.
Aaron Jones
correct.
was hurt last week as somebody who had him in an anytime touchdown parlay. He did go out of the game with an injury, so I imagine he's probably not.
He is not on the injury list. But I'll tell you who is. It's Romeo Doubs. He's going to be out for this game, and that's not going to be helpful. They have absolutely no weapons. Sammy Watkins is back, so we'll be excited to see the quarter that he plays before he gets hurt again. But yeah, I've got to fade this Green Bay team. I probably got on the fade train a little late, but I'm going to ride it now. This Cowboys squad is a very good football team. I'll take the Cowboys -5.
Gotcha. Yeah, I've got the Cowboys favored by 8.5 there. I'm right there with you. I also had speaking of teams that I'm shocked that everybody isn't fading yet. This is a little bonus pick, a little bonus content for everybody here. I'm shocked that the Seattle Seahawks are still underdogs against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
I get that we're slow to fade Brady always, but man, what the hell is going on?
I agree. I totally agree with that.
On neutral site field, even. Jesus.
Mm-hmm. In Berlin.
Yeah.
Should be fun.
Don't
All
forget
right.
to
Well,
place your bets and your fantasy lineups early. Don't forget.
Yeah, absolutely true. Absolutely true. I had to reluctantly take McCall Hardman out of my starting lineup tonight. So I'm sad about that.
Abdomen issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But, all right.
There you go.
So there's our 5 picks. I've got the Chiefs Jacksonville over, the Houston. I'm all totals this week. That's interesting. I've got Texans Giants under, Dolphins Browns over, Titans Broncos under, Cardinals Rams under. You've got.
There you go. And I've got Saints Steelers under 41.5. Lions. I got the Bears -3 over the Lions.
I got that down 2.5.
Broncos.
Sorry.
Oh, nice. Under 39, and Colts Raiders under 41.
Yep.
The Cowboys -5.
Which I even got down to Cowboys -4. So, hey.
Nice.
The lines give it, the lines take it away.
Packers money coming in. That is hard to believe right there.
I don't know
I'll
what to
take
tell
it.
you. Hey, they're slow to fade. Hey, I appreciate the public in that. All right, Scott, I do appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being here every week. Again, that's been Scott Steehn, the lead handicapper over at Winners Waters. Hey, join him for his YouTube series, Once Upon a Time in Las Vegas, The Rise of the Greatest Sports Gambling Show in the World.
You're so close.
Is it of all time?
Sports betting.
Oh, my God. Of course, it's the thing I wasn't worried about. Oh, my God. God damn it.
Very
Man,
good.
and I nailed it last week, too.
Yeah, you did. I thought you were going to go 2 in a row, but yeah, couldn't quite get there. But
yeah, me nailing the title of the show, probably still plus 120, I'd say.
Funny version this week, or funny episode. We're roasting Michael Thomas quite a bit, including taking him to the Theismann house where all the injured players have to live. So
nice. Awesome.
And definitely check that out at the Winners Wonders YouTube channel.
Gotcha. And of course, you've got premium picks over there on Winners Wonders. You know, of course, if you want to see the picks that are better than are too good to be on this show, go check them out over there.
You watch this show and say, "Hey, where can I get more of that fucker's picks?" I'm gonna have to charge you. It's gonna cost you money. So
yeah,
make sure you check out my daily video. I usually drop a discount code there for 40-50% off my premium pick. So if you're interested, definitely check that out.
Gotcha. And of course, if you're watching this Steehn vs. Machine on a Sunday, hey, you want to get it earlier? You wish it would have come out earlier so you could have seen some picks? Hey, patreon.com/opendisaster. That you can go over there, get some extra. Get a day early. Get on a Saturday. You know, it's nice. It'll be good for you.
There you go. I like it.
Get in there on Saturday. You can check it out. Other than that, follow us. Twitter.com. Steehnmachine. Steehn Roller. Roll with Machine. I assume Winners and Winers got one too.
They do.
Do it
Absolutely.
all. Follow it all.
Yes, sir.
Everybody, we do appreciate you. Scott, I appreciate you being here. Everybody, we'll see you next week when we're taking those tickets. Is that like trademarked? Can you even say that? Can you say taking these tickets back to the window? Or is it
You're gonna be running tickets and head back to the window. No, I don't have that trademarked yet.
Don't have that
Feel
trademark,
free.
so I can say it. Oh, well, hey,
Yes.
I hope you get your tickets and head and you can join me as we head back to the window. Thank you. All
Nice
right.
job.
Yes. See you guys next week. Bye.